Hello, I hope you're doing well. If you clicked on this video, it probably means one of two things. Either you care too much about what other people think, or you know someone who does. And if that's the case, you're not alone. We all feel it at some point, that quiet voice in our head telling us to stay quiet, to fit in, to hide parts of ourselves, just to be accepted. But here's the truth. This habit of caring too much isn't harmless. It slowly eats away at your confidence, your happiness, and even your identity. In this video, we're going to dive deep into why this happens, the psychology behind it, and most importantly, how you can finally break free and live life on your own terms. So, if you've ever felt trapped by other people's opinions, stay tuned. Most people don't realize this, but behind almost every decision we make, there's fear. Not fear of failure, not fear of being wrong, but a deeper fear, the fear of being judged. Think about it. How many times have you stopped yourself from saying something honest just because you were scared of what people might think? How many times have you changed your clothes, deleted a post, or stayed silent in a room, not because you didn't have something to say, but because you didn't want to look weird or different? That's the hidden fear we all live with. A quiet voice inside that whispers, "Be careful, don't stand out. What if they laugh?" And that voice grows louder every time we give it power. The truth is, we weren't born with this fear. As children, we didn't care what people thought. We laughed too loud. We danced in public. We cried when we felt pain and smiled when we felt joy. But slowly, the world taught us that being ourselves wasn't always acceptable. We were told to fit in, to act normal, to blend. And in trying to please everyone, we learned to hide who we really are. That's the real cost of caring too much. It's not just stress. It's the slow disappearance of your true self. Every time you silence your voice to keep others comfortable, a small part of you fades away. And one day, you look in the mirror and realize you've become a version of yourself built entirely from other people's opinions. But remember this, the fear of judgment feels big until the moment you stop giving it permission to control you. Once you realize that people's opinions change faster than the weather, you'll understand there was never anything to be afraid of in the first place. To really understand why we care so much about what others think, we have to look back, not at the people around us, but at the way our minds were trained to think since childhood. When we were kids, our world was simple. We just wanted love, attention, and safety. But soon, we learned that love often came with conditions. We were praised when we behaved right, and scolded when we didn't. We were taught, directly or indirectly, that approval equals acceptance. Every compliment felt like oxygen. Every disapproval felt like rejection. And slowly, our young minds made a rule. If people don't like me, I'm not good enough. That's where it all began. Not in adulthood, but in those small childhood moments when we were told to be a good kid, to act normal, to not embarrass the family. We started connecting our worth to other people's reactions. Fast forward to today, and that same pattern still runs our adult life like background software. Every time someone frowns, every time a post doesn't get enough likes, every time someone ignores our message, our brain triggers that same old fear of rejection. Psychologists call this social conditioning. It means we're wired to seek belonging because back in ancient times, being accepted by the tribe meant survival. But now, we're not fighting lions anymore. We're fighting opinions. The truth is, caring too much about what others think doesn't destroy you all at once. It's a slow, quiet kind of damage the kind that no one sees, but you feel every single day. It begins with hesitation. You start second-guessing your choices. You rewrite your texts 3 times before sending them. You ask for opinions on things you already know the answer to. You stop trusting your own voice, and before you know it, you're living a life designed to please everyone except yourself. It's like being trapped in an invisible cage, a cage built not of metal, but of judgment, comparison, and fear. Every "what will they say" becomes another bar of that cage. And the saddest part, you're the one holding the key, but you're too afraid to use it. This kind of life drains you quietly. You laugh when you don't want to. You agree when your heart says no. You keep pretending that everything's fine because it's easier than facing the silence that follows honesty. People call it being nice, but deep down, you know it's not kindness, it's exhaustion. You're tired of performing, tired of filtering every thought, every emotion, every part of who you are, just to fit into a world that still won't understand you. And this silent damage goes deeper than you think. It steals your confidence. It turns your dreams into fears. It makes you doubt every decision, until one day you look around and realize you've built a life that looks perfect from the outside, but feels empty on the inside. That's what happens when we live for approval. We trade authenticity for acceptance. We forget that peace doesn't come from being liked. It comes from being real. So ask yourself, how many more years will you keep shrinking just to fit into spaces that were never meant for you in the first place? Here's the truth most people never tell you. No one thinks about you as much as you think they do. Every time you worry about what people say, you're imagining scenarios that are probably never happening. The truth is, most people are too busy thinking about themselves, their own insecurities, their own fears, their own lives. And those who do judge you, they're not powerful. They're just projecting their own fears onto you. Their opinions say more about them than they do about you. You see, the world only has as much power over you as you allow it to have. And the moment you stop giving it that power, everything changes. Imagine living without constantly checking for approval. Imagine making decisions based on what feels right for you, instead of how others might react. Imagine speaking your truth without fear of someone rolling their eyes or whispering behind your back. That's freedom. That's what real confidence feels like. And the beautiful part, it's always been within you. You don't need permission from anyone to be yourself. You don't need anyone's approval to live your truth. Every second you spend worrying about what others think is a second you're not fully living your own life. And you deserve so much more than that. So here's the reality. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to please everyone. And you don't have to hide who you really are. The world will keep talking. But your peace depends on only one opinion, your own. So how do you break free from this invisible cage? It starts with a simple question. Every time you hear that familiar voice in your head saying, "What will they think?" Stop and ask yourself, if no one was judging me right now, what would I truly do? The answer to that question is the real you. The part of you that's been buried under years of fear, self-doubt, and people's expectations. Breaking free doesn't mean ignoring everyone around you. It means deciding whose opinions actually matter and letting the rest go. Start small. Speak your mind in a meeting. Post that photo you love, even if it's not perfect. Say no when your heart says no. Every time you do, you're telling your mind, I am in control. My life, my rules, and yes, it feels scary at first. Your mind will resist. Old habits fight to stay comfortable. But the more you practice, the stronger you get. Each small act of honesty, each small act of self-acceptance is a brick in the foundation of your freedom. Because here's the secret most people don't realize. Freedom is not about making others happy. Freedom is about being so confident in your own worth that other people's opinions no longer have the power to shake you. The moment you start living for yourself, You'll notice a calm you've never felt before, a lightness that comes when you stop performing, stop pretending, and finally start being. Breaking free isn't a one-time event. It's a daily choice. A choice to honor your own voice, your own truth, and your own life. So today, make that choice. Speak your truth, follow your heart, and step into the life you were always meant to live. Remember this, as long as you live for other people's opinions, you will never truly live for yourself. People will always talk. They will judge. They will try to pull you back into their expectations. And that's okay, because their opinions don't define you. Your life is not theirs to control. The only opinion that truly matters is your own. The only voice you need to listen to is your own. And the only person you need to satisfy is yourself. So stop shrinking, stop hiding, stop bending to fit spaces that were never meant for you. Live your life by your own rules. Make choices that feel right in your heart. Speak your truth, even if it shakes the world around you. Because at the end of the day, freedom isn't about making everyone else comfortable. It's about making yourself whole. And the moment you start living for you, you'll realize something incredible. The world doesn't break you. It only mirrors the courage you finally found within yourself. So take a deep breath and step into the life you were always meant to live.